7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right. Welcome into the deep end with Reagan Hinsey and Madison Ronquillo. I am Harrison Arns, running the board for these guys. A little bit of jitters early on the gates here.
I thought Reagan was going to do it. I took a, and you're like, all right. And I was like, okay.
You guys look like the Nebraska defense with that miscommunication.
Oh, man. Okay, well, like you said, I'm Reagan Hinsey. I'm joined with Madison Ronquillo on 93.7 The Ticket. If you would like to call in, we have the Honda of Lincoln hotline at 402-464-5685. And if you'd like to text in, we also have the Starter Hammond text line also at 402-464-5685. And Madison, what are we streaming on?
We are streaming on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, Discord, YouTube.
There you go.
Yeah. You'd think that'd be the easiest one because that's the one that makes the most sense. But
you never know, man.
True.
All right, let's get this started. High and low for the week.
High and low. Low. Getting back in shape. Literally, okay, usually when we get to the middle of the season, swimming for an hour and a half just goes by so quickly because we're usually used to working out for like 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
But this week, an hour and a half seemed like 4 hours forever, and it was painful. But yeah, it's okay. It'll get better.
What did you all do for conditioning?
They swam.
We just swam. Like we don't do, like.
Do you ever just do sprints? Or no, is that stupid to do in swimming?
No. The sprint group will do sprints, but that's not something that we. So like usually when we do conditioning and try to get back in shape on the swimming side, we're talking like 45-minute long sets that you're on the wall for like 5 seconds at a time.
Lovely.
So sprints are more so for the sprinters who swim short events, and that comes later on in the season.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's kind of counterintuitive to what you would think other sports do.
Right now it's general, right?
Yeah.
So you're all in one group.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yep. So we're not working on like any stroke specific stuff or like race strategies. It's literally just, okay, get in and swim, get that feel of the water back, get your endurance back. But yeah. And then my high would have to be that we had our first SAC meeting tonight, and it kind of made me really excited for the year. So yeah.
Nice.
SAC meeting?
SAC. So Student Athlete Advisory Committee.
Oh, okay, cool.
Madison is vice president.
Holy smokes.
Yeah. So
big deal.
Yeah, different level of responsibility this year. And I'm heading the nutrition subcommittee. So working with the people who run like our training table and Oasis and all our snacks and stuff. So lots of new ideas coming. Lots of
that's right up your alley too, right? Isn't that what you're trying to get into? Nutritionist?
No, that's my major, but I want to be an anesthesiologist assistant.
Oh, okay.
So something completely different, but hey, learn something. No.
Yeah.
Reagan, high and low.
I'd say the high was probably the Alan Jackson concert.
How could I forget that?
I don't know. We were vibing the whole time.
Yeah.
And we were next, like, we weren't in the pit, but we weren't like in the nosebleeds either, because especially in Pinnacle Bank Arena, if you're in the nosebleeds, I feel like you're literally leaning forward.
Yeah.
So we were in like the first section of seats, which was kind of nice.
Yeah.
And then my low for the week was just last Thursday. It was my first Thursday of like the crazy schedule that I told you about. And I woke up and there was a cicada in my bathroom, and I like screamed. Yeah, I don't know how I got in there. But I closed the door and I was like, I'll deal with you later.
Are those forgot bugs that make a ton of noise, right? Okay.
Yeah. And I was like, I'll deal with you later. Totally forgetting that it is 6:30 in the morning and I probably won't get home till like 10 that night. So I got home at like 10 that night and I was like, oh man, I really have to pee, but like I don't want to deal with this cicada.
Wait, was it there still? Or like were you able to find it?
Yeah. It was still in the bathroom.
Oh.
Yeah, it was a great time.
It was just chilling.
Yep.
Wait, what did you catch it with?
A cup and a paper towel. I just let it loose.
Oh.
That's nice of you.
Thank you.
Let it loose at least.
But yeah, I was just so tired by the end of it. Like it was 7:00 and I was walking in my 2.5 hour night class and I was already yawning, and he was like, oh, no yawning in here. And I was like, I've had 8 classes. I don't want to hear it.
Yeah.
So
How much sleep did you get?
I passed out as soon as I got home. Didn't finish homework, but I passed out as soon as I got home.
Probably needed it.
Yeah. I finished the homework the next morning though. It's fine.
Oh yeah, so you're set.
Yeah. Don't sacrifice sleep.
No.
So you're one of those people, or do you try to get all your homework done early, or do you kind of wait till deadlines?
It depends. Like big things I'll do in advance.
Mm-hmm.
But my French class I have 7 assignments due every day. And so I try to get like the days that I know I'm busy, I try to get like the next day's stuff done. But like for any normal assignment, I'll probably like start working on it like the day before. Not necessarily like the night before,
Yeah.
but like during
The
that
day
day.
before.
Yeah. So, what about you?
What?
Are you a work ahead person?
Oh, sorry, I totally zoned out there. Every time, okay, so I like to tell myself, oh, I'll just work on it a little bit at a time. I'll start like the first part today. I'll do the next part tomorrow. That never works out. I end up doing a tiny part and then forgetting about it until like right before it's due. I'll never be one of those people who like work on the assignment like as I'm sitting in the class, like I'm sitting there 10 minutes before it starts. Like I'll never get to that point, but I'll definitely be doing it. Like if it's due at 11:59, I'll probably be doing it that morning. But then like if it's due like at 8 a.m., I'll definitely do it like the night before. Like I never really had a problem having to like wake up early to do homework, but I'm definitely not the type to be having an assignment done days before it's due.
I'd rather stay up late doing an assignment than waking up early because I know myself and I know I won't get up.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I'd rather pull an all-nighter, just get the pot of coffee going.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, you drink half the pot of coffee in the morning anyway.
That's why I know you got to learn. You got to get that stuff in you. But yeah, because when you wake up in the morning, I mean, you just have such a bad feeling about the day when you know you just pushed off a bunch of homework.
Yeah,
and then you got to wake up, and then you got to do that, and then you got to go to class. It's like it's brutal. It's definitely worth just doing it before.
What was your high and low for the week?
Low Northwestern. I think that's probably a lot of people's lows. I was really amped up for this season, and I thought that'd be finally the time we kind of came out of the season with a win. So that's, I don't know. Has Scott Frost had a win out of the gates since his entire coaching career here? It's probably not a good question for you guys.
No,
I'm not good with stats.
I still
well,
feel
that
like
was my
I just
low.
got here.
I was extremely disappointed. I thought for sure literally no one picked Northwestern for that game.
No.
So I mean that
Wait, really?
No, the point spread was 12.5.
I didn't know that part.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, so that's tough. Because they're probably, you could call them or Indiana the 2 worst Big Ten teams, and we just lost Northwestern, so we got to play Indiana. If we lose to Indiana, we're definitely gonna be looked at as the worst Big Ten team.
We play Indiana this year?
Yeah, we got them on the schedule.
Okay, we don't have Ohio State though, so
no, but we got Michigan, Oklahoma, Wisconsin, Iowa. It'll be tough. I don't know where we're gonna fall this season, but we'll go to the high.
Anyway.
I'll go Nebraska volleyball because they swept this weekend. They swept all 3 teams. They had back-to-back on Friday, swept Corpus Christi, and then they swept Tulsa, and then they swept Pepperdine. And I think Nickel and Hames sisters played for Pepperdine too, which was cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, they took care of business. You always feel good about John Cook. So that was probably my high.
Yeah, good. Yeah, actually, I didn't know that she had a sister on the Pepperdine team because we had a recruit this week, and so like we went, or at least I went in person to watch the game, and like they were calling out like the Pepperdine roster, and all of a sudden this one girl came out, and everyone started cheering, and I was like, what the? That's the wrong team, everybody. what are you doing? But yeah.
So we had a recruit last week, and we have how many more coming in this week?
3,
2 swimmers and a diver.
Yeah.
Are you hosting?
Fun. No.
Okay.
I'm too old to host.
You're too old. I'm hosting.
What? I thought so. Oh.
What does hosting mean?
Like you're the recruit's host. Like you're
Oh, okay.
not in charge, but like if they need something, you're there.
Wouldn't you want to be old for that?
Well, the thought process is that like you kind of want to pair them with someone that's going to be on the team when they're there.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah, you could look at it a bunch of different ways because like older people obviously have more experience, so they could probably give you more insight. But then at the same time, you want them to get to build a connection with the people who are going to be there, because honestly, like building connections on recruiting trips are so important because they carry through. Like I remember every person who hosted me on my trips, especially the one to Boise. where like I spent my first 2 years. So, and I'm sure Reagan can attest to that same thing.
Oh yeah, Gracie was my host, and Gracie was my host. Gracie was Sarah's host. Gracie was Hallie's host, and Gracie was like, "I'm 3 for 3. Let's go!"
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I'm hosting this week because the divers are a 5th year, me and 2 freshmen, and it's literally their 2nd week of school. And so I'm hosting this week, and I think next time, like just so they get like a feel of what like the host does and stuff, I think next time they'll have recruits.
Yeah,
So.
that makes sense. Yeah, no, but I love recruiting weekends because it gives me a chance to like just do things I normally wouldn't do and kind of act like a tourist in Lincoln. So.
What are you guys' recruiting tactics? You got anything up your sleeve?
I don't know.
I don't know. Wait, what do you mean by tactics? Like,
I don't know. Do you really try to sell them, or do you just like, this is what we do?
Oh yeah, no, we try to sell them. Like, we have a whole plan going into this weekend, and so like, it's a 48-hour period they're allowed to be on campus. They get there Thursday night, and the clock starts Friday morning, and then
hit the ground running.
They hit the ground running. Like Friday, throughout the day, they have like meetings with life skills, academics, their major, campus tour of training table, tour with the coaches, individual meetings with the coaches.
Blah, blah, blah. So many tours.
Tour of everything. And then it isn't until Friday night, Saturday day that they like just hang out with the team the entire time. So like Friday night, we'll get team dinner, we'll do an activity at someone's houses. And then Saturday, there's usually some sort of sporting event.
Yeah.
Usually a football game. And then that's where we kind of hang out together, and then we'll take them places afterwards. But no, it's just, I guess, just being organized is our tactic.
Yeah, I told the freshmen, I was like, I understand that I'm the host, but I'm going to be exhausted. So I need y'all to like at least be there and like interacting with her, because Thursdays are my awful days. I've said this many times, and recruiting starts on Friday. So like last Friday, it was the first Friday of the school year, and I was like, oh my gosh, can I do this 15 more times?
Yes, you can.
So I was just like, especially around like the diving recruit, I need y'all to be like all in, and I need y'all to be like just like interact. I know it's your 2nd week of school, and I know it's overwhelming, but like when I'm tired, I don't talk. Yeah. And so I'm gonna be trying to talk, but it's at the end of the day, I'm gonna be like,
yeah,
like I'm gonna try my best, but
no,
always need the backup.
That totally makes sense.
At the end of the day, they're the ones that are gonna be on the team with her,
right?
So
yeah.
So how are you feeling right now? Are you exhausted, or did you get a nice weekend break?
No, I'm tired. But it's cool. I'm used to running on fumes.
So what does your Mondays look like for you guys now?
For me at least, well, I only have 2 classes every day, and so I'm done.
That's kind of nice.
It's actually super nice.
Yeah, that's the way
very
I
excited
like to
for
do it
it
as well.
Yeah, so like I don't have any conflicts. I mean, I just go practice in the morning, go to both my classes, go back to practice, and then depending on whether or not we have a SAC meeting on Monday night, then that's it, and then I'm here.
Yay. What about you? How's your Mondays?
We have weights at 7, and then they come in at 7:30. So we do weights really quick, and usually if you don't have a class at 8:30, you get in the water and you practice until 9. But I have class till 8:30, so I stay in there and I do like dry land and stuff until 8. And then I have class at 8:30, 9:30, have a little bit of a break at 10:30, have a class at 11:30, practice at 2. Today we had a meeting at 4, and then I had a class at 6, and now I'm here.
It's a busy day.
This is my easy day. I'm great. I'm fantastic.
Do you feel like you're getting your bearings at least? Or are you still pretty anxious about the rest of the school year?
No, I'm still pretty anxious, and it's like I feel like I'm like just barely getting my toes on the ground right now, and then all my teachers are like, "Okay, we have a quiz on Friday," and I'm like, I have no idea what I'm talking about, but it's fine. It's fine.
It's fine. It's fine.
I'm alive. That's all that matters.
Yeah, you'll be all right.
Yeah. So then, are you feeling like, in terms of your diving, are you feeling like you still got to kind of get in shape, or not really? Because you guys basically went through the whole summer, except for like that 1 week you went home.
Yeah, I feel
so, like,
I feel like it's a different kind of getting in shape, because it's like, yeah, you can be practicing over the summer, but then I'm on my feet all day, and I'm not used to that, and then having to go to practice for 2.5, 3 hours after being on my feet all day. Right. So it's just like getting used to like the routine and stuff more than getting in shape per se.
Okay. Yeah, I see what you mean. Because it makes a big difference about whether or not you're able to take a nap that day.
Yeah.
Are you big on the naps?
I love naps. Naps are my favorite time of the day, and like today I got like a 25-minute nap, and I was like, I feel great. Power nap.
Power nap. Oh yeah, power naps are so the answer. I remember my freshman year, the way that my schedule worked out, I used to be able to take like 2-hour naps before afternoon practice, and I would just completely like pass out in my bed. But like now I can't do that because I literally will not wake up.
Yeah.
And like I will not wake up until the very last second of when my head hits that water, and then I'm suddenly like, oh okay, now I'm here. But like
We were talking about this at our table before our meeting.
mhm.
Are you like a 1 alarm person, or do you set multiple alarms before practice? Because y'all start before the sun even comes up.
Yeah, I'm actually a 1 alarm compared to what I was in high school. Though I was like I had like 5 alarms and like my dad like shaking me awake. But now I'm much better to where like I'm 1 alarm, but it's also kind of getting to the point where I'm so anxious about whether or not I'll miss practice that I can wake up like 2 minutes before my alarm goes off, and I see that clock, and then it's just so heartbreaking knowing that I had 2 more minutes of sleep I could have gotten. But you know, I'm awake now. So
Yeah.
what about you?
I'm also a 1 alarm person, but I set it enough to where I can hit snooze.
Ah,
So, like,
you're
if-
cheating.
No. I set let's say usually I just set 1. As the semester goes on, I'll set it 1 enough to where I hit snooze, because like as the sun rises later and later, it's harder and harder to get up. And so I have to get up at 6:25, but like on those days, like towards the end of the semester, I'll be like 6:15, snooze. 6:25, okay, let's get out of bed. Type deal.
That's
So.
smart. I'll have to try that.
I don't suggest it.
No,
I don't.
it's terrible.
I
That's
don't
what
know.
I do.
Oh,
I don't recommend
It's not
it.
good for your sleep.
oh,
Because now I do what you do. I wake up before my snooze, my pre-made snooze.
mm-hmm.
So I'm just waking up even earlier and earlier just to fall asleep again.
Okay. But the best feeling is when you wake up and you think it's like 2 minutes before your alarm, and it's like 1 a.m.
That is true. That is a great feeling.
Yeah.
That's like a top 10 feeling right there.
Oh yeah.
I've actually heard of people doing that on purpose. Like they'll set an alarm at like 1:30.
What?
They wake up and they're 5 more hours, and they go back to bed just to have like that feeling.
There was a TikTok that I saw, and it was like people that are talking to somebody that's like never been human, I guess, or something. I don't remember, but it was like, you're gonna be asleep a third of, or you're gonna be unconscious a third of the time, and they're like, what? And they're gonna be, just wait, that's your favorite part.
Oh wait, okay, I understand what you're saying now. I don't know. Never mind.
I don't.
Sleep for a third of your life. Is that what they're saying?
Yeah, but they're
That's the
like,
happiest you are.
Like that's
We're
your
not-
favorite part of the
yeah.
day is going to bed.
Nah, I hate going to bed.
What?
Yeah, I try to push it all the time.
Really? So are you a night owl?
Yeah, for sure.
Interesting. Well, I guess this is the right profession for you. 'Cause
Yeah.
The radio's
Yeah.
24 hours a day.
Yeah. It was a hard switch because when I did early break, I had to be like super morning, and then I got used to that, and then I started doing weeknights. That was a hard transition. But now that I transitioned, now I'm a night person. I really just kind of go with workflow.
Hence why he drank half the coffee pot in the mornings.
Needed it. Bagels and Joe though, it was good.
Bagels and Joe is good.
Mm-hmm.
Have you had
Snickerdoodle.
it?
The bagels part, not the Joe part.
Oh, you got to get the coffee. Get the Snickerdoodle black coffee.
See, I wish I wish I was a coffee person because I feel like it's such a cool club to be a part of. Like, just to go up to a coffee shop and be like, "Oh, can I have a double? I don't even know how to macchiato, please. Double shot espresso macchiato." Yeah, I wish I could, but I just can't.
It is a pretty elite club. We usually just talk about all the people that don't drink coffee.
Yep.
That makes sense.
I don't know, man. I have a twang when I order. It's so bad because I order a cold brew, and so I'm like, "Hi, can I get a cold brew?" And she's like, "What?" And I'm like, "Sorry."
a cold brew.
But
What
yeah,
did you go to coffee? Just the cold brew?
cold brew with almond milk and vanilla.
Oh, that sounds pretty good. I would
Yeah.
just go for the black coffee.
Oh, that's
Maybe.
That's
Sometimes
like a subgroup of the coffee drinkers right there.
That's
Intense.
Yeah, you're like the highest level right there.
yeah, that's the 6 a.m. crew. I feel like if you're getting up, Well, maybe. I guess you get up early too. I don't know. I feel like it always starts off super sweet. Like one day you will get into coffee.
Everyone has told me that.
Yep.
It happened to me. It happened to me last year.
You'll get like an iced latte from Dunkin's that'll be super sugary, but you'll be like, this is really good. And then
I didn't start out like that. I started out with black coffee.
oh, okay, that's actually that's different.
Oh.
I started off with the sweet stuff, and then I transitioned into just straight black coffee. So I got addicted to the caffeine.
Yeah. Have we talked about Madison having a gallon or a jug of tea on the pool deck? I feel like we've talked about this.
No, we talked about it when she got like 48 eggs.
No.
No, you'll see Madison on deck sometimes, like on like invitationals or like longer meets. She'll have like just a jug of tea because
Pure leaf unsweet black tea.
Oh, okay. Maybe you won't drink coffee then. I feel like tea is the only other alternative.
Yeah, see, and that's what I've always figured. It's like if I can feel the effect of caffeine from tea, then coffee might be a little too much.
You will be tweaking.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but yeah, no, tea is my thing. I even actually just got a new sticker.
Sips tea.
Sips tea.
Oh, no, is it a sponsor?
No,
just cool.
it's just
a cool company.
Cool company. Yeah, downtown.
That would be a cool segue.
That would be cool. In other words, thanks for our sponsor. No, just kidding.
Darn, I thought you like struck a sweet NIL deal.
No.
They were like, who's that chick with a gallon of tea all the time? We need to...
Dude, I should DM them. I should DM Pure Leaf because they do have an Instagram account.
Yeah, just send them pictures of you with like a massive gallon of tea. Just be like, I'll slap that tea, whatever sticker. I'll drink that all the time.
We'll have to try it. I'll let you know how that goes.
Yeah.
I like Arnold Palmer tea, but I feel like that doesn't count.
That's like
It's lemonade.
yeah,
just a half and half.
That's fake tea.
Yeah.
But okay, but I can't talk either because I'm from Texas and I like the sweet tea.
Yeah.
You know?
Sweet tea.
Yeah, like go to McDonald's, get a sweet tea.
Sweet tea.
I will say,
No,
I think
thank
sweet
you.
tea is kind of gross. Even though that's what Arnold Palmer is, but I feel like lemonade and teas a little better. Like the Lipton peach teas. Not a big fan of those.
Yesterday when you were like, do you have any tea bags?
No, that was for something different.
Oh my gosh. Madison was like, do you have any tea? And I was like, I think I do. And I go in the cupboard and it's like lemon and like not eucalyptus, but like some other word like that.
Green tea. It was like a lemon peach green tea or something.
And she was like, well, that won't work on my eye. And I was like, on your eye? I was like, yeah, don't put lemon near your eye.
That might have burned my eyeball out.
Oh my gosh. All right. We better go to a break here, though.
Okay.
We're getting close. We will keep this thing going. Like I said, we got Reagan Hinsey and Madison Ronquillo. Quilio. I knew that. Last week, I said Ronquillo, and then you said Ronquillo. And I was like, I got to make a mental note.
You also did that during the intro.
Oh, man. Okay. Well, it's Ronquillo from here on out.
Yes.
Reagan Hinsey and Madison Ronquillo. We will be back right after this.
When you're high, you feel different. You think different, you talk different, you draw different, you listen to music different, but you probably knew that. Problem is, you also drive different, and not in a good way. That's why driving high is illegal everywhere. So if you're high, just don't drive. Make a plan to get a sober ride. Because if you feel different, you drive different. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
The Labor Day savings event is going on now at Schaefer's. Take advantage of store-wide savings, interest-free financing, and special Labor Day cashback rebates. With LG, you can redo, replace, or upgrade all your appliances and get up to $300 in rebates. Plus an additional 10% in savings from LG on qualified purchases. Includes kitchen appliances and LG laundry pairs. Hurry in for the Labor Day savings event going on now at Schaefer's, 48th and R, Lincoln.
Hi, this is Pastor Tom. Did you know there's a place kids can seek out help when they're away from home and something goes wrong? They find themselves in a difficult spot or even a dangerous situation. Maybe another child is bullying them or a stranger is following them. Perhaps on a date and things just go bad. In Lincoln, here's where they can find help. It's called Safe Place. Safe Place is a national program for children taking place in thousands of cities across the United States. The People Seeding Mission is sponsoring this program in our community and has set up a number of businesses, fire stations, schools, and nonprofits around the city to become safe locations where kids can seek out help. They just need to look for the big yellow sign that says Safe Place on it. Then go inside and ask for help. We will be quickly connected to them and ensure they make it back home or to whatever resources are needed. If you'd like to find out more about Safe Place and ways in which you can get involved, just go to pcmlincoln.org. Remember, when we all do a little, we change a lot.
Let's do it. Let's get away. Let's go outside, cast a line, and reel in good times with our family and friends. Get a little peace, quiet, and relaxation. And make some memories that will last a lifetime. Let's do it. Let's Fish Nebraska. Start planning your fishing trip today at letsfishnebraska.com. Sponsored by Nebraska Game and Parks. Aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
I get it, slip it, cuff it, check it twice a day.
I get it, slip it, cuff it, check it in the morning and before dinner.
I get it, slip it, cuff it, check it, and share it with my doctor. Nearly 1 in 2 U.S. adults have high blood pressure. That's why it's important to self-monitor your blood pressure in 4 easy-to-remember steps. It starts with a monitor.
Now that I know my blood pressure numbers, I talked with my doctor. We're getting those numbers down.
Get it, slip it, cuff it, check it. Talk to doctor now and share it.
Be next to talk to your doctor about your blood pressure numbers. Get down with your blood pressure. Self-monitoring is power. Learn more at manageyourbp.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council, the American Heart Association, and the American Medical Association, in partnership with the Office of Minority Health and Health Resources and Services Administration.
I wanted to quit for so long, but I didn't know where to start.
I was afraid of what people would think, but then I found the right support to start my recovery journey. 1 in 14 Americans reports experiencing a substance use disorder, a treatable medical condition. Treatment can take many forms, so there are a variety of options to explore and find the one that works best for you. Recovery from drug addiction is possible.
Paid for by the CDC. Sponsored by Nebraska DHHS. Aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
My Shiro always goes the extra mile, stretches every dollar, puts others first. But now it's your time, Mom. Get free tips to help boost your retirement savings now at aceyourretirement.org/Shiro.
Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
Mom was always very organized, but my sister and I noticed she started to forget things.
Telling my girls about my Alzheimer's diagnosis was hard.
But Mom's early detection gave us time to make a plan.
My sister and I were there for Mom and each other.
If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together. For more information, visit alz.org/time to talk. A message from the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
Back to the deep end with Reagan and Madison on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, welcome back to the Deep End on 93.7 The Ticket. I'm Reagan Hinsey, joined with Madison Ronquillo. If you would like to call in, we have the Honda of Lincoln hotline at 402-464-5685. And if you'd like to text in, we also have the Starter Hammond text line, also at 402-464-5685. And if you'd like to see our beautiful faces, we are also live streaming on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, and Discord. I think I nailed it.
Yeah, you did.
It's perfect.
Yes!
Good job.
You even got the names right.
Pronunciation.
I called Madison Ronquillo last segment if you missed it.
It's okay. There were a couple times where you said like Heinz, like the ketchup brand.
I know. There's so many times where I say names because we get like all these student athletes pouring through.
Yeah.
And then what I should do, what I should start doing, is making a list of like actually how you sound them out because we got multiple Kinseys. It just gets a hodgepodge sometimes. So my apologies, Madison Ronquillo.
All is forgiven.
I have a question for you.
Yeah, what's up?
Since you're talking about like pronunciations, have you ever heard of the term IPA?
Yeah.
Okay. Would you like spell it out in like IPA, or would you like spell it out like?
Oh wait, no, I might be confused. Like the beer?
No,
oh.
no. I mean like the International Phonetic Alphabet.
No.
Okay. Well, like I have to learn it because it's like a music thing, or like it's like a language thing, and so like their symbols for how the vowels and consonants are pronounced.
Wait, is that like
Oh,
the like you put like
yeah.
a little U above
Okay,
something
so
you want?
I know what that is.
Okay.
I didn't
Yeah.
realize it was just called IPA though. I probably
Yeah.
should know that, but
I was just wondering if you were like spelling it out like that, or if you were like, I don't know.
I usually go to like videos of like your guys' like whatever student athlete's performance, and I just have someone say it before I say it.
Okay.
So I'm like, that way I know for sure. Like if I have like another Big Ten reporter say it, they definitely have the IPA, so they know how to pronounce it right. So that's usually where I get most of my stuff. And then when you hear
Gotcha.
someone say it too,
Mhm.
makes it way easier to say it and like repeat it.
Oh yeah.
That makes sense.
Like Isaiah Garcia Castaneda, that one took a while for Husker football, trying to get that guy's name down. There's just tough ones every year, and you get a bunch of new names that you got to figure out.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. Yeah.
You get people pronounce your last name wrong quite a bit.
All the time.
I was gonna say.
All the time. I feel like yours, people want to say like Ronquillo.
Yeah, people want to say, or people want to think that they know how to do it right. Like I've had people come up to me like, "Oh, Madison Ronquillo," and I'm like, "No, it's Quilio," and they're like, "Are you sure?" And I'm like,
It's
"Yeah,
my last name.
yeah, it's Ronquillo," and they're like, "But what about the double L? It has to be Ronquillo." And I was like, "You want to go tell my grandfather that? Like, I don't know what else to tell you, buddy." So
I don't know. I get the ketchup brand a lot. Heinz.
yeah, not gonna lie, that's how I thought it was too.
My Natasha had so many nicknames for me when she was here. One of them is Eagle because my dad posted the Eagle has landed on Facebook and she thought it was the funniest thing ever. And another one was Ketchup. She called me Ketchup. And
Aw.
a lot of the girls call me Regis.
Oh wait, that's funny.
And then now we have Tony. So,
Tony.
Tony came out of nowhere because my coach liked to call me Regatoni. And then he got lazy. So now it's just Tony.
Yeah. Wait, have you ever tried to pronounce my middle name? Do you even know what my middle name is?
I don't even think I know your middle name.
Do you know my middle initial?
I don't think I know that.
Oh.
Do you know mine?
Isn't it M?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very basic.
Marie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was yours then?
Pomekai.
Okay, yeah, see, that's one I'd get
have
the
heard
video
this.
first.
I've heard this.
Yep. Pomekai.
Oh, okay, yeah. So that'd be one I definitely have to do
Mhm.
research on. No way I'm gonna try to just free fall that one. Just try to guess it on the spot.
Yeah.
How's it spelled?
Pomaikai. It's Hawaiian. It means a blessing or good luck.
Wow.
That's a good life.
That's
though. Yeah.
cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like middle names are such a good opportunity to have like a cool middle name, but everyone usually just goes generic. Like mine's Michael for Saint Michael.
Mm.
Oh.
Catholic, origins. I feel like that happens. Everyone I knew had like Michael, Joseph.
Yeah.
If you're a girl, you had like Mary.
Yeah.
Well, like me and my sister, like I have my dad's moms are like my grandma on my dad's side's middle name, and my sister has my grandma on my mom's side's middle name. But I feel like that's fairly common to do.
Yeah, probably.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, that's like my sister. Her middle name is my grandma's middle name,
which is
Juliana.
So they go from Pomekai to Juliana.
I had that same question too until I was finally explained where Juliana came from.
Okay.
So,
gotcha.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Gosh, this is interesting. The middle name thing's always weird to me. Because why do we all need the middle name for?
For funsies.
I've never
for
thought
fun.
about it. Some people go by it.
That's true, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. The middle names, no one ever like really ever knows each other's middle names. Always seems to be kind of like second thought, maybe for paperwork. I don't know. We don't have to go into that though. It seems like a very boring, dry conversation.
Anyways, Reagan, are you excited for any particular meet that we have scheduled for the season? Like, is one calling out to you like this is gonna be a good one?
Both of my parents are planning on coming up for the double duel, so I'm excited for
Ooh,
that.
Okay.
We play. We
play.
We go against Iowa State on Friday, and then we go against Minnesota and South Dakota on Saturday.
At least those are close. Kinda.
No, they're at home this year.
Oh, it's all just one.
Yeah, it's
All at home.
It's a dual meet on Friday and then a tri meet on Saturday at
Oh,
home,
nice.
which is nice.
You'll have your parents down for that one?
Yeah.
That'd be nice. And then how many divers said you have on the team now? You're trying to
Four.
recruit 4.
We doubled.
I was gonna say you're at 2. You're up to 4 now.
We're at 4.
Nice. And you're still the veteran of the group?
I'm the second oldest.
Second oldest.
So we have a 5th year, and then we have me.
Okay.
And we had a meeting today, and Dr. Chatters was like, "Say your name, like your year, where you're from, and like, I should ask him.
Oh, good question. Okay.
An actor or actress you would be like in their movie." I said Meryl Streep and Mamma Mia because who wouldn't want to roam around Greece? But then I was like, "My name's Reagan. I'm from Houston. I'm a senior, kinda, because I don't really know what my year is right now." So
I'm a student at the University of Nebraska.
I'm a 4th year, but I'm a 2nd year in my major.
So you have 2 more years to go.
Yeah.
6th year. 6th year.
Let's get to the 4th first. One day at a time.
Yeah.
Are there any meets you're excited for? Keep thinking on that question. I'm going to come back to you.
Okay.
I would have to say that double duel, knowing that we don't have to be the ones to travel for that.
Oh my gosh, it's brutal every time. This is the first double duel that I've been to that's at home.
Oh, okay.
So let's just rotate between all the Big Ten teams?
Yeah, we don't go against every Big Ten team, but it's definitely like a set group of teams that we usually go against. And so every year they switch off whether or not it's home or away. So like, for example, last year we had Kansas come here, and then this year we're going over to them.
Well, that's nice.
Yeah.
Who do you think I don't know if I don't think I have. Who do you think has the best pool in the Big Ten?
Oh, I want to say like, Wisconsin is the newest.
Yeah.
So we got Wisconsin, we got Ohio State, we got Indiana.
Oh, yeah.
We got Rutgers, but that's kind of a dungeon.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't say Rutgers because it's so old.
We got Purdue. Minnesota. We have a lot of really good options in the Big Ten. Iowa's really good too.
Oh gosh, okay. I would have to go with Iowa being the nicest one.
Why is there so nice?
Because
it's beautiful.
It's like shiny sterling silver everywhere. And so like the deck tiles, usually like most deck tiles are like white. These are like this like granite silver kind of color, and for some reason everything just like shines in there.
I like it because I feel like it has the most deck space. Like Indiana, I feel like doesn't have a lot of deck space. Wisconsin barely had enough.
Yeah. I would say though the downside about Iowa is that there's only bleachers on one side.
Yes.
So
but I feel like there's only bleachers on one side at a lot of places.
True, except for Minnesota.
Yes. Minnesota's fairly old, but it's still a nice pool.
Yeah. I think the big defining factor for me is how the water feels. Like, for example, the water at Minnesota destroys my skin.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
It is absolutely terrible.
We're on the bus and our faces are like burning.
Too much chlorine?
Yeah. Or I guess like a number of things, but like...
Don't they have to have that within a certain range though? Why would it be so much worse?
Yeah, but like in California, my skin was dying because it was half salt water, half chlorine.
Yeah, so there is also that. So like there could be different types of chemicals. I'm not sure what the standard is.
I have no idea.
Honestly, I don't even think there is a standard, only for like temperature, so we don't get hypothermia.
But you definitely have to have like enough acid and chlorine balance in there.
Yeah.
But then what? But the salt water, I didn't know that was the thing.
Yeah.
Salt water, I actually like better than chlorine. I feel like it doesn't dry out my skin as much, and it's not as like harsh, but it does definitely taste like you're swimming in an ocean. Because that used to be what my pool was, the one that like I grew up swimming in. And then when I came here, both swimming indoors and it being chlorine, like it was just like terrible with like my lungs having to get used to like breathing in that kind of air. Oh, air quality. That's another thing.
Oh, yeah. You walk into the pool at Divinity and you're like,
it's like
it's so
on
it's
humidity.
so humid. It's so bad.
But like I'd say the pool with the worst like air quality is probably Mizzou. Like that was like the first place where I ever actually felt like my chest was physically hurting because of the air.
Yes, but I feel like Mizzou has the most aesthetically pleasing pool to look at.
Oh, especially their diving tower.
Oh my gosh.
It has like a giant like tiger on the top, and then like
then there's a tiger at the bottom of the pool.
Oh, that's sick.
It's so nice.
They just need better ventilation though.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
I've never been to Michigan. Big Ten's is at Michigan this year.
Oh, nice.
So I've never been.
Me neither. I've only ever seen videos of it. So, but it is also a new state to check off on the list of places I've been. So.
Goes to the hand.
I thought you were going for a high five, but
I'll go for a high five.
Okay.
Stream didn't catch it.
Aw.
So I was gonna ask, with all the pools everywhere in the Big Ten, is there any that you still have to go to? You said Michigan. You're gonna cross off your list this year.
Mhm.
Have you pretty much been to all of the Big Ten ones then?
Me, not really, because this is like I feel like only my second year here. Like I
True.
haven't been to Purdue or Ohio State.
I haven't been to Ohio State. We had Big Tens at Purdue when they had theirs at Michigan. I mean, not Michigan, Minnesota.
Minnesota, yeah. I will get to check off Rutgers this year because we are going there for a 2-day meet.
Yep.
Which I'm excited about because since my parents moved to Virginia, they're only about like 2 hours away. So they'll be able to drive down for a meet. Yeah.
Where else? I haven't been to Indiana.
Oh, me neither.
I've just seen
No.
videos.
Yeah.
What about Northwestern?
Northwestern kind of looks like our pool.
Does it?
I've never been. But
Wait,
they have,
our pool?
They only have a 5 meter. They might have a long course pool.
Oh, you mean like diving wise?
wise, they have to go on training trips like we do.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Someone from the text line, Big Bird asked, are there cross-sport athletes that do diving and gymnastics? I don't know if you have any, do we?
Not usually when they're transitioning from gymnastics to diving, because most of the time gymnasts that get injured come to diving because it's not as, I mean, it is hard on the body, but it's not as hard on the body.
Mhm.
So like we have girls on the club team that like transitioned from gymnastics because they had a super bad back injury, and like diving isn't as hard on your back as gymnastics is.
Yeah, you're hitting the water as opposed to the ground every time.
I feel like you usually do like one or the other, because gymnastics, like eventually you do one or the other, because gymnastics you land on your feet and diving you land on your head.
Mhm.
And so it kind of get confusing.
Oh,
Makes sense.
that'd be kind of scary.
Yeah.
To suddenly think you're like, oh, I'm diving. No, you're not.
That's the hardest. That's what gymnasts always say is the hardest thing to transition to, is landing on your head, because you've been trained to not land on your head.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden you're like, okay, let's land on your head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be interesting. I'm surprised that actually happens a lot. Did you ever want to do gymnastics?
I'm a rare person. Like I never really did gymnastics,
Mhm.
and a lot of divers nowadays did gymnastics, at least for like a little bit. Like most, I say like between the 10 and 13 range, they transitioned from gymnastics to diving. I just did diving.
You're special.
What about you? You ever want to do gymnastics, or was it always just swimming?
No, I actually did do gymnastics. I even did like I tried starting to do it like competitively, and like
Oh,
I did
really?
a couple meets, and I was like, not for me. So,
and then you dipped your toes in a pool, and you're like, I'm set.
Yeah, it was like, well, no, actually, it took me like 2 years to be able to like make the team.
What?
Like the first time I tried out, I can't remember whether or not I made it, but the coach at the time for that little rec team was terrifying. She was like a 90-year-old old lady who was like hunched over, super wrinkly, and they called her Pinky Phillips.
Like Pinky from like Hairspray Pinky?
Yes. Yeah, Pinky. And like she was just terrifying. So she scared me, and I never went back that season until the next season when she finally left. Then I was like, okay, I can do this. And then I made the team, and then it took off from there.
Okay.
So we kind of had a bumpy start,
but you're here now.
But I'm here now, exactly.
And that's all that
Perfect
matters.
place to stop. We'll throw it to break here. We got one more segment coming up. This is Reagan Hinsey and Madison Ronquillo. We will be back right after this.
Hey, it's Nicklin Hames from Nebraska Volleyball. I hate wasting time in practice, and I want to help you stop wasting your time when you're looking for an electrician. High Electric has been serving the area for over 30 years for both residential and commercial properties. They are experts in everything like remodeling, new additions, hot tub installation, and more. And they take jobs from Beatrice to Omaha and all towns, big or small, in between. Call them today at 402-466-6606 or learn more at high-electric.com.
The dog days of summer are here. Is your yard in need of a touch-up as we head into the fall season? August, September, and October are the months for aeration, and Penner Sprinkler and Lawn is the place to call to get the job done right. If you're noticing any issues with your sprinkler system through the hot summer months, they're always a call away, and they're already scheduling installs for sprinkler systems for next year and all other lawn care needs. Call Penner Sprinkler and Lawn today at 402-413-1215.
Early break with Sip and Jake. You look at those big tackles they have. They have mammoth tackles. Neither of those guys are particularly nimble. Bryce Benhart is never going to be confused with Allen Iverson.
No, I don't think that he will. That's the first time in history and forever going forward that Allen Iverson will be the same sentence as Bryce Benhart.
They better be able to mash. Early break with Sip and Jake from 6 to 8 every weekday morning.
I grew up hearing that women are bad with money. But like many of you, I spent years paying bills, managing checking accounts, and taking care of my family. So turns out women are pretty good with money after all. And now I'm taking control of my financial future by saving for retirement. It's never too late to start, and there's a great website to help you. Check out WeSaySaveIt.org and jumpstart your retirement savings on your budget and your timeline. That's WeSaySaveIt.org. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
Alexa, play 93.7 The Ticket.
Okay, playing 93.7 The Ticket.
Alexa, turn down the lights.
Dimming the lights.
Alexa, order a pizza. The big one. All the toppings.
Are you sure that's a good idea?
Alexa.
That's a lot of pizza for just one man.
Alexa, just do it. Stop judging me, just do it.
As you wish.
Thanks, Alexa. You're my best friend.
Mario fue pintor más de 30 años. Cuando me dijo que se le estaban olvidando las cosas, fue difícil. Un día me dijeron que pintara el marco del lado por dentro y pinté el lado de afuera.
Yo le diría a la gente que le diga a su familia lo que está pasando con él.
Si algo se nota diferente, podría ser Alzheimer. Es momento de hablarlo. Visita alz.org/nuestras historias para saber más. Un mensaje de The Alzheimer's Association y The Ad Council.
If you came across someone struggling with hunger, how would you recognize them?
By their clothes,
their age,
the way they speak. Hunger can be hard to recognize. Learn why at IamHungerInAmerica.org. Brought to you by Feeding America, 200 Food Banks Strong, and the Ad Council.
Here's to days spent roaming, and to sleeping beneath the stars, to casting another line, and letting time float by. From Shadron State Park to Indian Cave State Park and every recreation area, historical, and state park in between. Here's to your adventures, your memories. Here's to going out and enjoying your Nebraska state parks. Plan your next trip today at yournebraskaparks.org. Sponsored by Nebraska Game and Parks. Aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Back to the deep end with Reagan and Madison on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Alrighty, welcome back to the Deep End on 93.7 The Ticket. You're here with me, Madison Ronquillo, and Reagan Hinsey. If you'd like to call in, you can go ahead and use the Honda Lincoln hotline at 402-464-5685. Or if you'd like to text in, you can use the Starter Hammond line at the same number, 402-464-5685. If you'd like to see our faces in action, we are streaming live on YouTube, Twitter, Discord, Twitch, Facebook.
You say those in a different order every time, which is funny.
Really? Oh. I think I need to start writing it like on my hand or something.
I still can't get over your nickname.
Yeah, do you want to do nicknames? Quick segment here. We only got about 5 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Sure, but first, who would you be if you had an actor or actress?
Am I replacing an actor?
Yeah.
Okay, I would definitely replace Tim Robbins in Shawshank Redemption.
And why?
This is my favorite movie of all time. I love that movie. You guys ever seen it?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, you got to put that in there. It might make you cry.
Oh.
Okay. But the ending.
Save it for like a Sunday.
I won't spoil the ending, but it's an emotional movie.
So then does he play your favorite character? Is that why?
Okay. He's like the main character. Without spoiling it, he gets put in prison wrongfully.
Okay, I see.
Mm-hmm. So nicknames.
Okay, yeah. I will start off because you guys already laughed over a break. I was called Stritch because I look like an ostrich. So that was my nickname for a long time.
So mean. Oh man.
Class of 40 though, it happens. You're gonna get a nickname no matter what you do.
Yeah.
We had a bunch of them. What about you guys?
Do you have a nickname back home?
Back home? No.
Okay.
Mm-mm. My mom refused to let people call me Maddie.
Yeah.
She'd always be like, "Your name's Madison." I'd be like, "Okay."
I've never thought about calling you Maddie. I call you Ronk all the time, but I've never thought about calling you Maddie.
Yeah.
It's a weird mom thing because when I got called Harry, my mom was like, "It's Harrison, not Harry." She would also get very defensive about that.
Yeah. Yeah. So growing up, I didn't have like any nicknames. But once I came here, I don't know who started it, but now I'm wrong.
What's the story behind that?
I actually have no idea.
I think it literally appeared out of thin air.
It appeared out of thin air, and then Pablo started calling me that to differentiate between me and Madison Lloyd. So then now she's Madison and I'm wrong. And like that's what he writes like when he assigns lanes on papers too. So I don't know. Someone on the team started it, and then someone said, "That's pretty good. Let's keep doing it.
Let's keep it going."
Yeah.
What about you?
Whoa.
Jinx.
That was perfect timing.
I have a lot. So
Oh, you're
back
one
home,
of those?
I not intentionally.
Yeah, no, but you're one of those people that just
Yeah.
gets like 15 different
Yeah.
nicknames.
Like at home, my mom's side of the family calls me Rah Rah, like the Lady Gaga song.
Yeah.
They always start singing it. And then there's the other version, it's Ray Ray. And then my club team at home called me Ronnie, and when I was in trouble, Ronald. And then we have all of them here, like Regis, Ketchup, Eagle, Tony. Yeah.
Tony.
You guys ever get offended by him? Or are you people that just don't really care?
No.
No, I just have a lot of names I respond to now. And it's kind of weird when people call me by my real name. Like my coach called me Reagan today, and I was like, "Are you okay?" Like he's always like, "Tony."
So then should I start calling you Tony instead?
You can call me whatever you want.
I'll work on it. That
All
might
right.
take some more discipline on my side than your side, but I'll keep it going.
Is that the only nickname you have?
Harry, Larry, Gary. Just put
Mo?
different letter and then ARRY.
What is it? Harry, Curly, and Mo? Larry, Curly, and Mo?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. It was not super original. Tell the ostrich. That one was so good though. I kind of had to respond to it because it was pretty funny.
Wait, you liked that one?
It was really funny. And it's like I was like, yeah, I like to run. I have long legs. Yeah, I guess you got me on that.
Did they tell you what it meant, like right off the bat, or were you like 6 months later? You were like, what does it mean?
No, right off the bat, someone said you look like an ostrich, and then everyone just started calling me Stretch. Yeah,
Well, you own it.
yeah, it's fine. I don't really care
Yeah.
anymore. I don't know. I feel like it's just a weird thing to get offended by, unless it's like really bad.
Yeah.
You know, if you're big and they call you Fatso or something, like then that's obviously pushing the boundaries.
Yeah.
But as far as the character goes, like, yeah, I'm not
Mhm.
gonna get offended by that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, but we better wrap it up here. We're getting to that time here. This was Reagan Hinsey and Madison Ronquillo. We will have these guys back next week, right? Both you guys back next week?
Yep.
Perfect. So we have these guys back next week. Stay tuned in. We should have one more show tonight. I'm Harrison Arns, Reagan Hinsey, Madison Ronquillo. We will see you guys next week.